We'll call the meeting to order, 6:14. We'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm starting the meeting as we don't have a chairperson yet. I would like to ask if someone could make a motion to appoint a alternate as a regular member for voting purposes tonight. There's a little bit of confusion, and I should have caught this earlier, is that we have 6 regular members and 4 alternates, where there should be 7 regular members and 3 alternates. So one of the alternates from the majority party should become a regular member. And I'm basing this on the information I got from the town manager's office, the list I got. So I understand, Derek, that you were on the nominating committee.
I was, yeah.
So I will pass that to you.
Sure. I guess I'd like to nominate, is it Dan McNeil?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Dan to be a full member.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
With that, public comment, we have no one from the public. So at this time, I'd like to ask for a motion for chairman.
Well, I can make a motion. I'd like to nominate David Schweitzer for the role of chairman.
Is there a second? Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, I'd like to ask for a motion for vice chairman.
Make a motion for Derek Kalin to be vice chairman.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I'd like to ask for a motion for secretary.
Is there anyone interested in the role? David, could you describe the role of secretary?
Primarily reading off the legal notices. I take care of all the paperwork. There's no paperwork involved. But it's primarily like an honorary type position.
Do you like it?
We'll just go back and forth.
I'll nominate Danielle Whitcomb for secretary.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations. Okay, Mr. Chairman, the meeting is yours.
Okay. First up on the agenda, application for permit Giuliano's Pools, care of Serena Griffo, proposal to construct an in-ground pool, concrete patio, and safety fence with associated grading within the upland review area located at 12 West Ridge Drive, also known as parcel ID number 15-031. Please give your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, everyone. Danielle West, representing Giuliano's Pools on behalf of Serena Griffo. If you need our address, it's 321 Talcatville Road in Vernon. She would like to install an in-ground pool in her backyard, and last meeting I presented before the commission, and we got a lot of really great feedback, so we took that and made some revisions. The biggest revision was the wetland flags themselves. We were asked to have them redelineated because the previous flags were from 2008. So we had a soil scientist mark out new flags, and those are shown on the plans that you received tonight. With my scale, I'm measuring that the closest flag is 44 feet from the nearest, from the corner of the pool. There was some question about the proximity of the corner of the pool to the property line, and concern about mowing in the wetlands. But as you can see, the wetland flags are on the neighboring property, and there's actually a tree line that they're behind, so that shouldn't be taking place. They won't be mowing their neighbor's property or through the trees over there. We plan to stabilize that corner. It's a 2-to-1 slope, so there will be some riprap there to stabilize the corner. And of course, silt fence, and we've added details for hay bales or straw wattles. That was requested as well. The extent of the silt fence has extended after comments from last meeting, so it wraps up further up the hill on both sides from what was previously presented. One of the biggest concerns was the location of the pool itself, and questions about why another area in the yard was not considered. After conversations with the homeowner to get a better idea of why that's her ideal location, there's a lot of ledge on the upper part, so like behind the house, closer to like the driveway in the back, there's a lot of ledge in that area. And so the cost of jackhammering that ledge to dig the pool itself would just make the cost of construction unaffordable for them. There's also more trees up that way that she would want to come down, so they're trying to prevent having to cut down any trees and the costs from that as well. So that is why she would like the pool in this location. Also included for this meeting was a letter from the soil scientist with notes about the immediate and long-term impacts. He feels that there won't be any, so that statement is included in his report. And we also added notes to the plan for a construction entrance because there were questions about which side of the property machines would be accessing that area. So they'll be coming up the driveway around the back of the house, and then we have the pads for where the machines will enter the grass. I'm blanking on the name of them right now. And we also added notes about no refueling or maintenance of our equipment or machines within the upland review area. All of that will be done outside of the buffer, as well as cleaning the roadway after any trucks exit the site. But I'm happy to answer any additional questions that you might have after seeing these revisions.
Okay. Just to make this easier, normally we go from one side to the other, but Scott, Commissioner Stevens, would you please start this off so others can have an example of how this goes?
Sure. Glad you got the wetlands flagged by a registered soil scientist. I know George, he used to actually work with us, so
Oh, okay.
I trust this work.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have the edge of the grading. I know the pool's a little bit further, but edge of grading is probably 34 feet or so. So that's
Yes.
pretty decent
Yes.
distance. One of the questions we had was the pipes. There's one of the pictures shows like 3 or 4, I don't know if they're curtain drain or foundation drain pipes that come out towards the wetlands.
One of the pictures
In
on
George
this.
Logan's report.
Oh,
Do you know if those pipes, do they discharge on the neighbor's land or are they on your property?
we can have them discharge onto this homeowner's property, yes.
So that was one of my questions. The other one was you said that you were going to be using, instead of a DE filter where you have to do backwash and discharge water, you can use a cartridge system, so that's good.
Yes.
But you did mention that you draw down the water occasionally, and then do you pump it into the storm drain, or?
So the only time that it would need to be drawn down is for winterization. It's about 6 inches, so just to the bottom of the skimmer. We use pumps with hoses that we can route them towards the street, up like down the driveway, away from the wetland area.
Because that was one of my questions, is it legal to discharge it into the town storm drainage system? And I think it may not be.
It's considered an illicit discharge.
So the,
It can be discharged overland to a non-wetland area, but
Sure.
it can't be discharged directly to the drainage system.
okay, understood.
So, yeah, so just be careful of that. I'm trying to think if there was another question I had. Yeah, I think the only other question I had was, yeah, if they cannot mow the neighbor's property.
Yes.
And possibly even if you could put some placards, the town may have them that like say, stay out of this area, it's like a conservation wetland area or whatever.
Yes, I was going to ask about that
If you
after the
put
last
Maybe
meeting.
2 or 3 of those along the
Some sort of-
property line.
Yes,
that will- And then just tell the neighbors not to go past.
past.
Because
Yes.
a lot of times people don't know where property lines are. I'm sure the neighbor doesn't want people on their land too.
Sure.
And that's all I have for now.
Great, thank you.
Commissioner Beatty?
No questions.
Okay. Commissioner Gavin, welcome. Any questions?
I don't have any further questions.
Okay. Commissioner Gilbert, welcome. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Commissioner Whitcomb?
No questions.
All right, and we'll start at the end. Commissioner McNeil, any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Donnery?
No questions.
Okay. That would make you Commissioner Cummings. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Commissioner Kalen?
Nope.
Okay. I have a few questions.
Okay.
First off, on your plan sheets, erosion control, resource area protection notes, note number 1. Can you correct that so it doesn't say Weathersfield? It should be Rocky Hill.
Yes, we can.
And then same on your construction notes, numbers 2, 3, and 6. Also reference towns, not. Then, I had asked on what your final upland review area impacts would be, and your temporary upland review impacts would be. Are those listed anywhere on the plans?
Not on the plans, they're in George Logan's report. He had a paragraph towards the end of his letter.
Okay.
So the printed report we received by mail is a little bit different from the email
I have
report.
a hard copy if you'd like.
Okay.
I think that when I initially sent it, I read through it and realized that he made no comment about it, and I asked him to revise it, but he didn't change the date, so it's a little bit confusing about which version.
Okay.
Thank you. So there's a statement at the end.
Doesn't have what I was looking for. I was looking to see what the actual amount of area that was going to be involved.
I see.
So. Okay, I'll take a look at one of the hard copy reports. If those square footages aren't listed, we will need those.
Okay.
Question to you, Dave. With that property to the south and east, is the homeowners association, is that what that is?
It's in a LLC, but I believe it may, to the south is homeowners association, to the east is a LLC, it's a private, a different individual.
Okay. All right.
And just while speaking, back to Commissioner Stevens' comments, is I do have placards I can provide.
Thank you.
Perfect. And Commissioner Stevens, where would you want those installed? To the south towards the wetland?
I would probably leave it up to David's recommendation, but I would think like at least 2 or maybe 3 kind of along that pool area.
Right on the property line.
Yeah, yeah. And then just to follow up through the chair, yeah, usually with applications, we like to see if there's obviously any direct wetland impacts, and you would obviously tell us the square footage of those impacts, and then also we look at indirect wetland impacts, which would be basically within our 100-foot review area.
Okay.
So if you have that information for us, then that's something that we look at.
Okay.
So,
Those are all the questions I have. Anybody have any follow-up questions? Okay. This is the second night here, so we can act on this. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve, is that what you're looking
Yes,
for?
yeah.
Okay.
Motion to approve the project?
Do we need to list out the full?
Is there a second on this motion?
I would second it.
Okay. Do we have any special conditions we want to put on this approval?
I think we were going to add the placards and just to make sure that they don't discharge pool water into the wetlands or into the storm drain
Yes.
system. Unless anybody can think of other things.
Okay. I didn't have any others, so those are friendly amendments. I'll go back to the person that made the motion. Will you accept those friendly amendments?
Yes.
And to the second, will you accept those friendly amendments?
Yes.
All right, so voting on this will be the permanent members, including you, Dan. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. That passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll get the revisions for you.
Actions taken, minutes presented for approval for January 14, 2026. Mr. Palmberg, I know you had made the comment earlier that seeing we only have 3 members that were present at the previous meeting,
Yeah,
that we would accept these as draft.
yeah, they'll be accepted and recorded as draft minutes. We had the same issue on planning and zoning as well, so
Okay. Well,
a vote is not required.
right, well, I'm sorry, no, Commissioner Beatty was here, so that would give us 4 members. If we make Commissioner Beatty eligible to vote on this,
Okay.
okay?
Thinking we-
Can I get a motion to approve the actions and minutes presented?
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, so the 4 that can vote on this?
Aye.
Okay. Discussion, Plan of Conservation Development, Plan of
Still
implementation.
waiting for a PIC committee schedule.
Okay,
I know Kim is working on the topics in that.
okay. And to put out to the commission here, we have a member on that committee?
Yes, Derek.
Derek is going to remain in that? Perfect, okay.
So
At this-
once they meet, Commissioner Kalen will be responding to that item.
Okay. Now, with the status report on various project, Dave, I'm sorry, Mr. Palmberg usually gives us a recap of activities on the ongoing projects within the town.
Activity-wise, things are slow due to the weather, but indoors, we are busy on grant applications. We are submitting 2 lot SIP applications for sidewalks. And those 2 consist of new road, basically filling in gaps on New Road, France Street, and New Britain Ave, between existing sidewalks. Basically, that whole block, if you count Cromwell Ave as well, will be connected with the exception of, I think, 2 or 3 small parcels on New Britain Avenue. Those just went in today, I believe. Other than that, we're getting ready for construction or for bidding of the projects I mentioned at the last meeting, which is Glastonbury Ave sidewalks, Century Hills Phase 2, and Elm Street sidewalks.
Okay. Any questions from anybody? All right, open space?
Open space, we're working with the health department regarding a septic, either a septic area or a holding tank. To address that, we're still waiting to hear back from the MDC on the water connection to the barn. Plots, the community garden plots are going to be available starting March 1st online.
Okay.
We also will be setting up, we just got a copy of the PowerPoint presentation. We're going to be scheduling a informational meeting for the proposed bridge going into the industrial park area at Dividend Road off of Old Forge Road, right near Lower Dividend Pond. Once we have the informational meeting, we'll incorporate any comments or input, and then start the approval process. It'll be coming before this to commission.
Okay, great.
That's all I have for that.
Okay. Any questions on open space? Okay. Legislation?
I don't have anything to report.
Okay. Conferences?
There's a Connecticut Association of Wetland Scientists conference on March 4th. And there's also a Connecticut Land Conservation Conference on March 24th. I have the information that the Conservation Council conference is at Wesleyan. If people are interested in that, please let me know. And I did have a discussion, we're also working on our budget numbers at this time. And typically, how these conferences work, if a member's interested in going, you let me know. Typically, the member pays for it, attends it, and then once demonstrates that they attended it, it gets reimbursed by the town. We haven't had a whole lot of conference, attendees in the past. Our budget's small on that, so I was asked to get a feel from the commission of, how many people would be interested in some of these conferences when they come up. Typically, there's like a native plant conference at UConn. It's usually once or twice a year. There's this one here. There's also the member training is free. That's online, and I did inform our new members of that. Each member's required to get training now. Before, it was just one member of the commission. Now each member has to complete the training. It's online. I can provide the link. I can email it. I know I put it in a letter, but I can email it out now that I have everybody's information. There's other land use type conferences that come up as far as how meetings are run and about ex parte communication and like meeting ethics and stuff like that. But if there's a level of interest, we need to adjust our budget because it's low right now.
With a show of hands, with the conference that Mr. Palmberg was describing, is anybody interested in attending?
Yeah, quick question. Could you repeat the name of the conference and what it's going to be
Yep,
about?
I'll pass this down. It's the Connecticut Land Conservation Council. They have a keynote speaker. There's different workshops you can attend. Educational workshops and peer-to-peer networking. Pass it through. It's at Wesleyan. Looks like it's a full-day seminar.
Generally, when is the date? Is it in,
March 24th.
I think I'd be interested.
I'm interested as well.
Okay. Well, if anybody else is interested after seeing the brochure, then maybe, check in with Dave or let him know.
Yeah, just let me know on your way out.
Okay. And Dave, one question on that member training. When does that have to be completed by?
You have a year to complete it,
Okay.
and it has to be done every 4 years.
All right. Correspondence and communications.
The only correspondence I have is regarding these conferences.
Okay. Other business.
I don't know if there's any discussion before I came in, and again, I apologize for being late. Since we have some new and returning members, would it make sense for us to do brief introductions?
We could easily do that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, put Commissioner Gilbert on the spot.
Okay, Lisa Gilbert, lifelong member of our resident of Rocky Hill.
Okay.
John Gavin, born and raised here, left for a while, now I'm back. I have 3 kids in the school system. John Beatty. I still live at the house my parents moved into in 1965.
Scott Stevens, I'm a registered soil scientist. I've been in Rocky Hill since, I think, 2001, wife, 2 kids, and I've been on the Wetlands Commission since 2012, I believe.
I'm Danielle Whitcomb. I'm an environmental consultant, and I've been in Rocky Hill for about 2 years.
Okay, I'm David Schweitzer. I'm a licensed professional engineer in the state of Connecticut. I've been on this committee since, I think, 2008.
I'm Derek Kalin. I have been on the commission, I guess this will be my 2nd year now. I work at a nonprofit that builds tools for soil scientists. Yeah, and I've been in town for about 4 years now.
Emily Cummings. I moved to Rocky Hill in 2023, bought on Glastonbury Ave, so walked over here. But excited to join and get started.
Lisa Dunnery, also excited to join, lifelong resident of Rocky Hill. My mom is looking at me all day. She was a mayor here. Recently retired managing director from Accenture. I do not have any of the environmental stuff, but willing to learn and retired, so I need stuff.
Right. I'm Dan McNeil. I am almost a lifelong resident, born and raised here, lived in Portland a few years, came on back. I'm a public historian and museum educator for part of the year, and this is my first seat on any commission, so I am eager to learn and to do whatever I can for my hometown.
Well, welcome, and thank all of you for volunteering to help serve this town.
And I know it helped me the last time I came as a visitor to introduce you two guys as well.
I'm Dave Pomberg. I'm basically the liaison between the Community Development Services and the Commission. I'm a professional land surveyor as well. I'm not a soil scientist, but I have a lot of experience in working with them on development plans. Previously was self-employed for over 20 years and have been here at Rocky Hill for 9 years now. This is Eileen.
I'm Eileen Knapp. I'm the recording secretary. This is one of my 5 jobs, and I think I've been doing this for 20 years, since my kids were very little. So, and I'm from Weathersfield, so I'm a traitor.
With that, look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned.